bringing the staff
painting.
along.
Yeah, staff only.
I love being backstage.
Yeah. So I pulled few things.
Oh.
Do you know who penguins' closest living relatives are?
Ooh, you put me on the spot.
Oh,
no,
you
I
did.
have no idea who the...
So they're actually related to seabirds like albatrosses and fulmars.
Well, that makes sense.
Exactly.
They're
So
birds.
it makes sense, but what's kind of phenomenal is that those are thought of as to be some of the best flyers of all birds, the most maneuverable, the birds that can fly the longest, and of course penguins are flightless. So, you know, evolution is pretty amazing in that way. Just to see how much penguins have evolved from this kind of, you know, amazing flighted morphology to this very specialized kind of swimming.
Is there any kind of sense of when that started happening, when they started taking to the sea?
Yeah, so penguins generally evolved about 60 million years ago, around there, so.
I was a young man then.
Just yesterday. But you know, we can actually see some similarities between some of these seabirds like penguins and albatrosses. So for example, you see this kind of indentation right above the eye there? That's actually a special gland that's used for getting rid of salt, because these guys don't have access to fresh water and they're consuming tons of salt. So this special gland basically extracts that extra salt. So whenever you look at a seabird or a penguin and it's got a bunch of kind of white streaks running down its nose, it kind of looks like it's got a bunch of snot.
So it's actually coming out the nose.
It is.
It clears and then,
Exactly, so that it's getting rid of all the salt that it's consumed.
Yeah, it blew me away when I realized, of course they drink salt water.
Yeah.
What
else are they going to drink?
Yeah.
So the humerus of the albatross, so the arm bone. And this is the humerus of the penguin, which again is about, you know, similar-ish size birds. But you can see just how different those two are. You know, the albatross has the largest wingspan, and the penguin is a little stubby, tiny flapper. Yeah. This is the radius and the ulna. So kind of, you know, think like these bones right here. And if you look at the penguin radius and the ulna, again, very small, very flat. So basically, they've turned this kind of wing into a big paddle.
Yeah, can I feel those?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do one at a time, don't I? Wow. That's good.
Yeah, and feel this in comparison. I would say they're somewhat similar in weight.
Oh, wow. This almost feels lighter in a weird way. Well, so is this hollow?
It is. So bird bones are hollow. Exactly. So bird bones are hollow. Penguin bones they've lost that hollowness. We call it pneumatization, the scientific term. Yeah, and here we've got a articulated or kind of put together penguin skeleton of a Humboldt penguin. So you can see what everything looks like when it's in its right orientation. So you can see really how the wing really is a flipper. It's very flattened. Again, kind of penguin has all these different adaptations for being a great swimmer and being able to swim, and so streamlining is one of those keys.
And as far as the swimming goes, I mean, it is amazing because when you see them on land, they are so, ridiculously awkward.
Yes.
And they're absolutely delightful to watch. Mm-hmm. When they're in the water, they porpoise, right? They swim
they do.
like a dolphin. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.